This is going to serve as my as my update video. I know that the last time I posted a video, which was last Wednesday to be exact, I opened up about a situation that happened the day before. I didn't go into detail, and I won't go into detail about the events that happened, but everyone knows what it was pertaining to. So, or if you watch the video, you know what it pertained to. So, since then, it's been very difficult. It's been a very difficult week. It's been a very difficult, you know, somewhat of a, if we can call it a transition, but yeah, it's been a very difficult time. It might not look like it, but I don't want to I'm trying to get myself out of that fearful stage. I'm allowing myself to feel every other feeling, which is the feeling sad, and feeling, I have my down moments, kind of, those moments where I realize, like, wow, this actually did happen. And kind of just keeping it real with myself, being honest with myself, and living in that truth. Today was a very hard day. Hope she's alright. But today was a very hard day. I went to my hearing today. And this one we were both supposed to go to, so we both were going to be there. And I can be honest with you, all this week leading up to today, I was very anxious. I was very, worried about how I'd be, how he'd be. Although I, portrayed to be one thing during the week, especially when I'm at work, deep down inside, I've always been like, oh, well, I wonder how this is going to go. How am I going to feel? What am I going to say? What is he going to say? And to be very honest, today I was more than nervous. I was just a ball of emotions today. And the one emotion that I just felt the most, I think, was just fear. And I'm trying to rid myself of that, because I don't want to be afraid, and fear is not of God. And I know that everybody has something that they're fearful of, but this fear has overwhelmed me in more ways than I could have ever imagined. So today was it was a very difficult day. And then on top of that, it got pushed back. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much of a detail. Those who are extremely close to me know what has happened, because I've, I haven't told many people, and I do need to tell some friends exactly what happened, but I'm not going to go into detail on here, and I'm going to get into the reason why there's going to be a bit of an how do I say this, unexpected change in what I post on YouTube. So, like I told you guys in a video before the last one, some of my students have found me on YouTube. And like I said, kids are crazy. I don't go by my last name at school. I've always gone by Miss Morgan. And so because of that, and because I'm young, so I didn't want to go by my last name. And when I first started teaching, they always called me Miss Morgan, so that's kind of just what stuck. So my kids know my name, and they found me on social media. They found me on Instagram. Granted, I have some control over that, where of course I can control who I add and all that kind of stuff. But on YouTube, this is open to them, just like it's open to anyone else, and I can't limit them from seeing it. There's nothing that I can do. I could block them, but all that would do would just limit, keep them from commenting. But I say that to say they're going to see videos that I post. I can't tell them not to look at it, like I said, because they have the right to. But I do have to not censor what I say, but I need to be more mindful. And that's because in some way, shape, or form, we are all role models to someone, whether it's your children, your peers, or whatever the case might be. So I have to be mindful about what I post, because I don't want, not that I don't want, but there's things that Ms. Morgan needs to ensure that doesn't get out in the open. And that's just because there is a line that needs to be crossed between teacher and student, and I've drawn those many times before. But being that I have such a good relationship and good rapport with all of them, from my youngest to my oldest, I've allowed them to be a part of my life, and they've allowed me to be a part of theirs, in the professional way. So I do have to keep in mind that they do see videos, so I can't go into detail about certain things, and hopefully you all understand that. Not that I don't want to be transparent, because I still plan on being transparent. It's just about what I'm being transparent about. I still want to I want to show my growth, and only because this year I told myself that I wanted to hold myself accountable for everything that I said I wanted to do. So it's not just enough to grow, it's how you're going to grow. What are you going to do to make sure that you do grow? We're not going to grow fully, but what steps do I need to take in order to be better than I was just yesterday, or last year. I've had some friends put things into perspective for me, things that I wasn't even considering that I was doing. And so now that I know these things, there's a lot of things that I want to change just for myself. Yeah, so by the way, I did record a video before this, but I was doing a lot in that video. But I did mention, I blink a lot. And I don't even be realizing I be blinking. And then this eyebrow has a life of its own. This thing just be up here like that. I need a mirror where I can just see myself. See what I look like when I'm posting these videos. But anyway. So that's the update about today. Like I said, you may not be able to see it now because I'm in my comfort zone. I'm in my home. But the outside world is just a little bit more different for me now. I was talking to one of my, one of the reverends at my church, and I actually, built up the courage to go speak to someone at my church about, what's been going on. And she told me, one, that she was proud of me, but two, she said, you're not a victim. You are just more aware of your surroundings, and, you're strong. And you have to put it in your mind that, you don't want that spirit of fear, and that, it always going to work out. God is definitely protecting me, as he protects even the person that I'm in the situation with. I've told myself many times before, and I've put it on social media, that we're both deserving of healing, and we're both deserving of peace. And I have nobody, even the people who I've told the situation to, no matter how they feel about that person, for me, I'm not angry, I'm not bitter, and I don't have the right to take peace away from anyone. I don't have the right to take healing away from anyone. I can only wish that person gets the healing that they need and gets the help that they need, because it's important. And so for me, I'm focused on my healing. I'm focused on me getting better. I'm looking forward to speaking to someone as far as getting counsel is concerned, going to therapy and talking to someone who's not biased. Not that I've ran into anyone that's been biased about the situation, but I mean, what's the word? can't think of the word. But anyway, not that I ran into anybody who's been biased or, you know, whatever the case might be, but I have had the question of, well, why did you stay? You know, that's not really the question you should ask someone who's gone through that. And I promise you, if I've ever asked any woman that, which I can't think that I have, but I would apologize to that woman, because, you know, it's harder than it looks to leave out of a relationship like that or a situation like that. So I definitely get it. And that's why I said, like, you're not alone, because I definitely get it. And unfortunately, I had to walk in the same shoes as many other people. But, you know, just by even watching the R. Kelly situation, it's very hard to watch that, just for the simple fact that, like, I've actually gone through, you know, that type of situation. I really hope y'all can see my shirt, because I'm wearing an HBCU shirt. It says HBCU made. I am a part of an HBCU. Shout out to Bowie State University. Anyway, and I hope y'all can see my curls. My curls are popping. I did put eyebrows on today, but of course this one has minds of its own, so it probably is not even symmetrical. But anyway, yeah, so like I was saying, yeah, I want the best for the both of us. The case got pushed back. I can't do anything about that. All I can do is, you know, pat myself on the back for being as strong as I've been, even at my weakest moments and feeling like, man, I can't take anymore. But, you know, I was prepared, you know, with all of my evidence and all that type of stuff. And, you know, my case can only get stronger from here. So, you know, this is the update. Well, this camera's starting to really get on my nerves. But even though I'm going through it, it doesn't necessarily mean that I can't help. You know, even if it's a little help, even if it's a little push, a little bit of guidance. So, yeah. And FYI, this is not something that, you know, I want to talk about all the time. I have life outside of this, and so, you know, when people are going through certain situations like this in their life, it's okay to talk about other things, besides, hey, how's your situation, or whatever the case might be. It's okay to check up on someone and have a different type of a conversation. So, yeah, that's just kind of a disclaimer, putting that out there as well. Oh, she is so loud. My mom is loud. Maybe these balls are just hella thin. But anyway, talk to you guys later. Once again, thank you for the support and unconditional love you guys have shown me. In advance, I'm going to apologize for, I'm going to apologize for all the blinking I've probably been doing. But shout out to my lashes. Look, go first. Yes to my lash girl. That was probably an ugly little close up. But yes to my lash girl, Judith. Forget my lashes right. Now my face don't feel so naked and plain. Alright guys, well, enjoy the remainder of your day. I think this is crooked. I think my camera crooked. My camera crooked. I think my camera's crooked. Forget it. I don't care. Y'all already know me. I don't need to be a whole professional vlogger. Y'all like me regardless, right? Yeah, I know. Anyway, about to eat some ice cream. And I know my body, oh, y'all, I was about to quote R. Kelly. Get behind me, Satan. Get behind me. I ain't supposed to have dairy, but so what? It's going to mess me up. My stomach is going, my taste buds is going to think to, like, right now. Later, I'm going to be, life's about taking risk. And I'm going to take risk with some of this Ben Jerry's ice cream. It's getting pretty melted, so I need to stop this video so that I can eat it. Alright, bye guys. Love you.
Joey Sosa Beats.